Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Colourpop Star Wars collection. It's really hard to keep up with all the collabs that Colourpop does, but my husband loves Star Wars, so he actually got this for me, and I was so excited because I love how Colourpop does their collections. Starting here with the eyeshadow palette, we have still the inside of the box, still themed. We have the regular palette, I should say the actual palette. And this one doesn't have a mirror, but it does have like the Star Wars picture, and then you have all the colors, and the names match what they should be. So like Galactic Empire is red, and then Rebellion and Jedi Knight are blue. And we'll go ahead and swatch some of these. I'll just use a brush so you can kind of get a better idea. And if you do notice, I have like a ton of bruises on my arms. And I haven't been in some sort of accident. It was just like IVs that didn't work well, so don't worry about that. Anyway, we'll get back to the palette. Here is the Jedi Knight. Then these down here are the ones I have on my eyes right now, and it is Rebellion, Space Pirate, and then this really light sparkly one is Rebel Princess. So you can see these are on the outside of my eyes. I do have something else in the middle which I'll show you later, but we'll also get an idea of the dark side, I suppose, with the reds real quick. Okay, so here we go. We have the black, just so you can get an idea, and that's Star Destroyer. We have Republic, Galactic Empire, and Outer Rim. The Outer Rim and the Space Pirate are more of like a creamy, you can kind of see, formula, which is kind of fun. I'll go ahead and just put it on my finger so you can kind of... There's the Space Pirate. There's the Outer Rim. So I really like this one. I really want to do a look with the reds. I hadn't done blue, so I figured I might as well give it a go. But the formulas are nice, it blended out really well. I like how it turned out. I only used the colors in this palette. I'll go ahead and wipe these off because otherwise I'll have to start putting stuff over my bruise, which will kind of interfere with the color. So the next thing we have, I think these are jelly shadows. And we have Protocol and Astromech. Astromech is this kind of blue silver, and it's the one I have in the center of my eye. So you can see it's this jelly consistency. It isn't showing up as well on my wrist as it does on my eye. So maybe you need like a primer or a shadow under it to really get that color payoff. But I love how it turned out actually on the eye. And I'm just using the Sigma primer. It's like a stick. So that was Astromech, and Protocol is a sort of gold shift. There it is in the pot. It really isn't showing up as well, even as it is in real life, but it has this beautiful shift to it. Okay, and to finish up the eyes, we have two graphics art liners with a little lightsaber graphic on them. And this first one is called Kyber Crystal. The packaging, again, so fun. So this is the one I used on my eyes. It's sort of dark with a blue shift to it. It doesn't look as dark when it's on the eye. It sort of just blends in. I even have it under my eye, and you don't get that like solid black look. It kind of fades in, and it doesn't set very fast. The other one we have is Lightsaber, and it's a similar type of idea, just with a more goldy red shift. So you can see there, they really catch the light really well. My only critique is I wish they showed up a little bit darker on the eye. It tends to go like sort of dark, and then it'll be just kind of the shift color for a while. So you don't, it almost feels like you don't get a solid line. I think if I did it again, I would put black eyeliner on and then put this over it. But then other people probably don't like the really intense black liner, so this might actually be preferable. The other thing we have, which I didn't actually use, are these lip glosses. We have one in the shade Imperial, again with more of a red shift. They did a really good job with having the one that's kind of red and the one that's kind of blue that goes with each side of the palette and sort of each side of the Star Wars universe kind of thing. You have that blue associated with the good guys, the red associated with the bad guys, which is really fun. So this one is Elite, and it's more of a purpley, which I like the color, but instead of using the gloss, I used the lipstick. So this one is in the shade Surrender. Here's the packaging. I love this holographic Star Wars. And there is the shade. You can see it on my lips. The shade is kind of fun, a little more towards the pinker red than the deeper red, but then we do have Supreme Ruler, again with the same packaging, which is like a deep burgundy. Again, they do the fun things on the side of the lipsticks with the stars. And then the last shade is Dark Lord, and I really like this one. I almost used it, but I've been using so many nudes lately. But that color looks really pretty. I do worry it might be a little bit orange, but I'm definitely going to try it. Overall, I really like the collection. I always like the Colourpop collections. They still use their good formula. They take the time to really theme it out. The only critique I would have with their theming, it's very dark side heavy. Like, you have this on like the palette, and then the androids on these jelly, I guess they're kind of toppers, but all the lipsticks and lip glosses are Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper. I don't understand why they didn't. I don't know if you guys watched the Stranger Things review I did, but they had each box different for the different sides. So the upside down had an upside down box, and the high school theme had a right side up box. So it had both sides of it in the packaging as well as the product. And I just wish, even if they'd done the lipstick something else instead of having Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper. And then there was one more product that didn't come in the collection, but they released at the same time, and it was a Darth Vader palette. So it was very dark side, and I'm not sure why. And I would have thought that they would even that out more. But I mean, that is kind of nitpicky, I guess. But at the same time, you are pretty much only buying this for the theme. Not very many people are going, oh my gosh, I need red and blue eyeshadow in the same palette, so I have to get this Star Wars one, never heard of it. You're buying it for the theme. And so I wish they had taken the time to be more complete with it, like the Stranger Things. But I do like it. It was fun. I enjoyed using it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. As always, I would love it if you would subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!